Hey everybody, and welcome to the Daily Scopes for the 26th of June. Okay, so today, the Sun makes a quintile to Chiron, so it's nice and subtle energy. Venus makes a square to the Moon's North Node at 5:07 p.m. and Mercury makes a trine to Saturn at 7:10 p.m. as well. So the Sun is in Gemini and Chiron's in Pisces during the Sun's quintile to Chiron. Venus is in Gemini and the Moon's North Node is in Pisces during Venus's square to the Moon's Ninth Node, and Mercury is in Gemini and Saturn's in Aquarius in Mercury's trine to Saturn. So the Sun's quintile to Chiron brings a blend of confidence and healing energy. It can inspire us for self-expression, especially through our creative projects and sort of like therapeutic sort of like activities, so going to the spa, getting a massage, stuff like that. So think of it as a cosmic nudge to embrace your vulnerabilities with courage, much like a stand-up comedian weaving personal struggles into sort of like funny jokes. The positive aspect of this energy allows for profound emotional growth and self-acceptance. However, there can be a tendency to think too much about the past, especially our past psychological, emotional and spiritual wounds or insecurities, and this can sort of like get in the way of progress if we don't address. Sometimes it's good to self-reflect. I'm a big believer, but it comes a time when you need to let some things go, and it's a process. For some of us it's 3 years, some it's 4 years, some it's 7, some it's 10. But we should always be actively, once we commit to our lifelong journey of finding psychological, emotional, spiritual, physical and financial stability, because I believe all areas are important, but the foundation is finding sort of like emotional, psychological and emotional stability within. And then this is how we can look after our physical health and our financial health and stuff, So this energy allows us to just forgive ourselves, have more empathy for ourselves and others, and just be open to changing the things we need to change. Venus is square to the Moon's North Node brings a tension between our desires for comfort and our need for growth. So imagine in a rom-com, we've all kind of know, there's normally a main character who must choose between staying in their comfort zone and someone or something new. So they have to sort of like navigate this cosmic dance that sort of sometimes brings deep personal revelations, insights, but also emotional clashes because it conflicts with who they thought they were. So this energy allows us to reassess what truly matters in relationships and think about where we need to make compromises so that we can evolve within ourselves and within our relationships as well. Reminding us that by embracing change with an open heart, it can lead to a deeper connection with ourselves and others, despite the initial discomfort of, getting outside of our comfort zone. So Mercury's trine to Saturn brings mental clarity and structured thinking. So this grounds us, this allows us to, handle the struggles Venus square, the Moon's North Node and the Sun's quintile to Chiron can bring. So Mercury's trine to Saturn allows us to communicate with more disciplined and strategic planning. So think about a CEO mapping out their long-term goals with precision and foresight. So we should use the same energy to organise our thoughts, tackle complex tasks efficiently and build solid foundations for our future plans. But there can be a risk of becoming overly rigid or pessimistic, balancing logic with creativity. And this can kind of bring practical solutions and innovative ideas, encouraging us to be more practical, pay more attention to detail, and it kind of gives us the sort of right environment within ourselves and our external circumstances to make good decisions and also carry them out effectively. So it's a good time to make a plan and stick to the plan. And by embracing the harmonious flow between Mercury and Saturn, this can lead to successful problem solving and productive outcomes. And remember, when logic meets structure, possibilities become limitless. So content creators can talk about self-discovery, healing, self-acceptance, self-forgiveness, empathy, love and management, giving tips and strategies on how to achieve those and what they each are, how we can overcome our past psychological, emotional and spiritual traumas, how we can embrace our vulnerabilities, and this is how we make our weaknesses strengths. For me, my weaknesses are still here, but they no longer cripple me like they used to, because I'm aware of them, I embrace them, I work through them, rather than numb them, refuse they exist, project them on other people, so this energy can help content creators talk about how we can find strength through overcoming our challenges, managing our weaknesses and accepting them, and also by facing our fears overall and facing the shadow and them dark murky places within our psyche we don't want to go to. Also talking about karmic bonds, soul ties, love connections, explaining what each one of those are, how we can balance our karma, what karma is, how we can navigate complex emotions, how we can use our logic and intuition, which I call the power dream team, can help us achieve our goals as well, and how being open to deep emotional bonds with ourselves and others can make us feel more alive and in tune with the rhythms of life and bring more enjoyment, and giving tips and strategies on how we can improve self-discipline, communication, and how we can make long-term plans, giving different tips and strategies on how people can do that, because we all do that in different ways. How we can become more realistic in setting our goals and building solid foundations for future success, how we can become more structured in our thinking and our organisational skills, and the power of research and perseverance and resilience in, reaching our goals as well. So that was the daily scope for the 26th of June.